years ago, Congress raised the minimum wage to $7.25 an hour. Now some congressmen want to raise it to $10 an hour. And that sounds reasonable. It's more like closer to a living wage. And it's logical to think that raising the minimum will give every worker a little more to spend, and that'll be good for them and the economy. They'll spend, people will hire more. Yippee, it's win-win. It's no surprise that 2/3 of Americans support a $10 minimum wage. One of the congressmen who sponsored the $10 minimum is Minnesota Democrat Keith Ellison. He tells me that without the minimum wage,
an employer will pay the least they can, even if they could pay more, because why they can get away with it. People would be paid 10 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents.
Well, it sounds logical, except if it's only the law that prevents greedy employers from paying 2 cents or 10 cents an hour, how come most Americans get paid more than minimum wage? What's going on here? Well, let's ask a businessman. Merv Christ owns a restaurant and bar in Bakersfield, California called the Prime Cut. Now, you pay most of your workers above minimum wage.
Well, about half's above, and about the other half is hostess.
So why
and
pay any of them above minimum wage? You don't have to.
Well, they've learned skills in their work life that if I don't pay them that, someone else will pay them more, and that's because of the knowledge they've learned.
You have to pay them more because of competition.
Absolutely.
To keep them.
Absolutely.
Something called the free market. Who thought that that could raise people's wages? A lot of your employees start at the minimum wage and then work their way up.
Absolutely. That's the way. That's the ones that don't have the knowledge already need it. Interns. They want the knowledge. The knowledge is the information. The information's the wealth. That's how you make it.
So you've built a business. You started off with 3 employees. You created jobs. You have 28 employees now. Top employees earn about $18 an hour.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
The average hourly wage in America is $16.57 an hour, well above minimum wage. So the market sets it for 95% of the workers. What's wrong with having a law just to put a bottom on it?
Well, it takes people who don't have any experience, and it cuts them out of the market. You don't want to bring in an employee that doesn't know anything. I mean, literally, some of the high school kids, at my old place, we used to have a lot of high school kids come in and they'd work in the deli. We moved to the restaurant. Now some of the high school kids come in, they want a job. I have to teach them how to clean a toilet because they don't even know how to just clean a toilet.
California just raised its minimum to $8 an hour, a little more than the national average.
Mm-hmm.
What does that hurt?
Like I said, the inexperienced worker, the person that doesn't have experience.
Because they don't get hired.
Yeah, they don't get hired, keeps pushing them off.
So you just don't hire them?
No, we find someone that has a little bit of experience and hire maybe for a little bit more if you have to.
So fewer workers get hired?
Yes.
Fewer workers get a chance?
And I get to work harder.
So how do you feel when politicians say, you have to pay someone at least this much?
I feel like it's pandering in the highest degree. It takes away from my ability to run my business. Try running a business. You know, I hear them say that if you're paying a few more cents or $1 an hour more and it puts you out of business, well, you have a bad business model. Well, I've been doing this 19 years. I'm still in business. I've gone from 3 employees to 28 employees or so. I'm proud of that.
When I was a kid, you'd go to a movie theater, there'd be an usher.
Oh, yeah.
No more ushers. No more people washing your windshield at gas stations.
Oh, nobody filling up your tank for you.
Because of the minimum wage?
Absolutely. I remember when I was a kid, there was an old man that just loved the Fox Theater, and he would stand there and shine a little light on your ticket, take you down to your chair, and he got paid hardly anything. But he loved movies. He was retired. He wanted to do something.
Can't do it anymore. It's illegal.
It's against the law.
Your first job was what?
Oh, I was working food service. I think I was bussing and doing some other stuff, like $2.25 an hour. And when I was young, that wasn't bad. It was better than not having a job. My father and mother, you know, instilled work ethic. You work. You don't say, should I jump? You say, how far should I jump when the boss says jump?
They also used to hire people on construction sites, kids who would learn on the job.
Oh, absolutely.
That's gone too.
Oh, high school Prop 13. You don't have the jobs learning how to weld and do all that kind of stuff anymore either. So.
Because it's illegal for the employer to just bring a kid on and see if he's good at it.
Well, for free, yeah.
For free, or for $4 an hour,
For
or
an intern,
$6 an
yeah,
hour.
whatever they're willing to work for.
But the public supports higher minimum wage. A survey of economists found 2/3 who specialize in labor law and labor economics say it does kill jobs, but the public doesn't get that.
Well, more of the public should be an employer and understand how much goes into providing jobs. And, you know, an $8 an hour job, by the time you get done with taxes and everything else, you know, you're paying $14 for that person to get $8.